two, three. 1, 2, 3. For sure. So, as always, welcome back, folks. Welcome back. So, I know I said I wouldn't be using the audio device. I use my sound from my camera on my phone, but let's be honest with it. Let's be honest with that. But other than that, aside the point, man, I hope you guys are doing good. What I should have started off as was saying, today is the very first official ABF pod, bro. ABF pod. I think that's the first time I even said the name in my videos. Like usually I just start a topic, it's like a freebie or like a C or something like that, and I just like start going, just start rambling, start ranting or whatever the case is, reflecting. I guess what it is, whatever we can call it. But this officially is ABF episode 1. So I recorded this before in my car or whatnot, and you know what I mean. Like that quality, it just wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. So when I had the time to come record this right here, I had to go ahead and do so. So ABF. If y'all didn't read my channel description, what does that mean? Absurd, but facts. You know what I mean? Facts spelled as in FAQs. Like if you guys know like gamefaqs back in the day, if y'all are trying to play like example like Spyro games or like Jack games or ATV, like insert whatever game title like Sonic, GTA, whatever the case is. Usually like PlayStation 2 games. I think they had a way back in the day. I think it was like I can't even remember. It was like a TV show or like a channel. So they had a whole TV show slash channel just dedicated to just game tutorials and stuff like that. And just it was just lit. It's like we don't have things like that these days. We have TikTok. You know what I mean? We have Instagram. Not really. Like we weren't really using it in that manner in that regard. I would say Instagram was like really popping from like 2016 to like 19. And after that, when COVID hit, that's when TikTok, of course, hit. I don't even know. I don't think people. There are certain things that's just like forgotten in memory banks. You know what I mean? The other day on a YouTube channel, not YouTube channel, just like recommended or something like that. I saw people talking about. If you guys know the show Zatch Bell, I think I brought it up once before. That is one of the best shows in the time. That is not discussed as much as it ought to be. You know what I mean? It's like a little kid in a yellow in a black dress with like yellow hair, just throwing lightning at people. You know what I mean? And just like a lot of little characters in the show, Brago and I forgot most of the names. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's Brago and Zatch, his brothers. You know, guys with white hair and like white robe. He's just like a edgy. I don't know what you call it, man. But shout out to that show, man. Shout out to that show. So absurd but facts. So it's facts because things I'd have been through is like absurd. You know what I mean? But it's facts in regards as like I'm showing you not how to go through it, but like or even like how I went through it. It's just like if something that I went through, if y'all can relate to it, you know what I mean? That's my purpose in making this. Is like leading by example. You know what I mean? Like Kawhi Leonard type of thing. You know what I mean? Like he's not LeBron, but in regards, he's way better than LeBron. And of course, like Paul George, KD, and Tatum. Not really. But in just that regard, man, if I could lead by example or just like describe or show things by example, that's the whole reason for this podcast. So the original format I was gonna do was to record like podcasts through like format. I think people usually use like 45 minutes plus and only have one video, which is my Easter video that was like 40 minutes. Which I mean, some of that was rambling, was ranting, but I mean, I feel it was helpful, man. If in the chat, like not chat, but just like description, whatever you want to use or like cut from it, if it helped y'all in any way, like let me know, man. Like y'all aren't giving me what I need in terms of like responses. Like I'm like, hey, drop a chat or drop a thing in the chat or if you can relate, let me know. Like y'all aren't doing either thing, man. Like, why aren't y'all doing either thing? Y'all supposed to help me know. Aside the point, man. Aside the point. So ABF, most podcasts are usually about 45 minutes plus like an hour or so. I think Fresh and Fit and Santa Barbara, whatever podcast, Santa Barbara, something like that. They really kicked it off back in like 21, and then since then, like everybody has a podcast. You know what I mean? So of course I got to make a podcast because everybody's doing it, right? Because everyone's doing it, it's okay. Opposite of me. So, um, so that one video was 40 minutes. This may be that. When I was trying to redo this, this is the first time in my car, like when it was half of that. I tried to record it some other place, but my laptop was having issues. I don't think it's having issues right now. I think it's like flows or like phases that it has. It's kind of like depends on what it wants to do on any given day. Like this week hasn't been giving me no problems, but the last 2 weeks, all kind of issues, man. But it's kind of on me. It's kind of on me. The right side where the power button is actually the hinge is on the hinge. So that probably plays a big part in what's going on. It plays a big part. What Pooh Shiesty say? Plays a big part in this. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Aside the fact, so I got like 7 topics that I was wanting to make videos on individually, but I was unable to because of course laptop had an issue. So I was like, hey, let me write a note of what I want to go ahead and try to record. And when it's ready for me, or when it's time for me to do, I guess my first podcast, first like official one, that's when I'll go ahead and do all the topics that I have on the table in that regard. So it's like 7 things that I have on there on the plate. Some of them are out of date. Actually, the very first one is out of date. I think it's very last couple videos I'll see that I posted. When I talk about this topic, I like to go ahead and post it because I'm very passionate for the topic. You know what I mean? Like, it's not rappers, it's not anime, it's nothing like that. It's like if y'all, while I'm describing this right now, and y'all go through my video list as of like uh, July 3rd, 25, like it's whatever topic I have the most videos at the point, and it's very well, not right now, honestly. Well, kinda just lost somebody on I don't want to give it away, not yet. Not without saying what it is. So, that's that topic. But one thing about podcasts, I guess not segue, brief interlude, I guess something like that. They talk about a lot of different things, and each topic, I mean, it could be like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes, sometimes like the whole podcast. Like you talk about one thing and just like it just flows in that. And it's like, oh, it's everything else we had on the plate on the table for the podcast. Let's table that to like the next one. You know what I mean? This won't be that. This won't be that. Original ideas that I did have, like they were funnier. They were probably more engaging, but it just things happen, man. Things happen as they do. I mean, you gotta improvise. That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. Aside from the point, man. Aside from the point. So my first topic, what I want to talk about, and I guess it's probably better that I'm making this now. Let's talk about the Pacers. Let's talk about the Pacers. So we lost the finals, man. We lost the finals. I don't know when we could get back to the playoffs. So we just lost the guy that I was getting on in the video. Because apparently he was sick, bro. If y'all know, like Miles Turner. Yeah, the first time I recorded this, first two times I recorded this, like the first person I got on, I'm like, Miles, like, y'all are in the finals, like, you've been in the league like 10 years. Some people don't even get to no finals. Some people don't even play 5 years. My boy, you sick? What you sick from, Miles? Like, what are you sick from? How are you sick? Watch this. Why would you be sick right now? Do you know what's going on right now? So it's like, shout out Miles, but like 10 years, like, and for what he produced, like since Tyrese got there, he's definitely, I think it's just a Tyrese effect, like a LeBron effect, just like one of those gravity kind of guys on the team that when they're on the team, your points are going to look like way better. Like, so he's definitely a factor of the Tyrese effect. But like, aside from that, I think he only averaged like 17 and like 7 or something like that as like a center. It was like 6'11" or something like that. I mean, I think Brook Lopez, like, that's the first person you try to compare him to. You know what I mean? I don't think Brook Lopez even ever averaged more than, was it like 24 or 25 or something like that? You know what I mean? So he gone, man. He gone. But aside from the fact, I mean, we still have some players, man. We still have players like Tyrese may be down with the Achilles, man. Like, you know, who is it? Like 2 other and I just looked at this up. I just looked this up today. Like two other Pacers players had Achilles injuries, man, and both of them were sentenced. So it's like recent history, like Kobe had it. Obviously, like Dame and Tatum and wait, hold on, Tyrese, Dame, and Tatum all were 0. So is that like a is that conspiracy? No, just playing. But I don't know. In the KG and Paul Pierce podcast, I'm gonna shout people out, but I'm not gonna like as I usually do. I'm gonna chill this time. I'm gonna chill, bro. This is my thing. That's my thing. It's not their thing, respectfully, but beside the point, man. Just a bunch of Achilles injuries. It's like how should somebody break their Achilles? Like how do you even? And a lot of them are like from calf injuries, like calf and Achilles. I don't even think those like they they definitely obviously based on what happened play a big part in cause and effect. But one thing happened and then the other thing is very likely to happen. But I don't think body systems like I don't even think they like touch like that. Like one is like a tendon and one is like a muscle, right? So how does that work? You know what I mean? I gotta do some research, man. I gotta look up some articles. I gotta watch some like, YouTube videos. It's not that important, but I gotta see, man, cause like how and it's happening like so often. PG podcast, Paul George, y'all know that's my boy, but like, and it's saying something like they don't practice, so they're getting injured like more. And if y'all know Allen Iverson back in the day, talking about like practice, we talking about practice, and just how like today that is very like is that like convenient or like what's the word for it? That's like practice. You know what I mean? Like who would have thought you practice and you have less injuries? You practice and you can play more long term. Who would have thought that if you practice at something that you're doing, that eventually when it actually matters, that you'll be able to do it more effectively. Like practice, we talking about practice, you know what I mean? So shout out to the guys who broke their Achilles, man. Like they're very important players, especially to their team, especially Tyrese, man. Like, but it's just the point. I guess you do have to practice. I guess sometimes you do still have to practice. Practice. You know what I mean? No, I'm not gonna do what AI did, but it's wild, man. Who else we got, man? Who else we got? Did y'all notice? It's like literally every 5 years something happens with the Pacers, bro. So like since at least from when I saw it, at least I can say from like not when Reggie got there, like it's like 89 or 91 or something like that. And like since then, every 5 years, like I think 95 was cool. 2000 they lost in the finals. 2005 Malice in the Palace. I think 2010 was okay, but they were bad enough that they drafted Paul George. So obviously the season wasn't too good. 2015 Paul George was hurt. 2020 Victor Oladipo was hurt. 2025 Tyrese was hurt. So what's really going on? I'm one of those guys. I'm like, hold on, that right there. I don't know about that right there, but aside the point, man, aside the point, we still have players. We have pieces, man. I was saying like I was a proponent of saying like if we could trade Tyrese for what's his name, Deontay Murray from when he was on I don't know Spurs, but New Orleans, like before he got like healthy or whatnot. If we could trade for him, I've been saying if y'all saw my post too, if we could trade for like Ja Wick, if we could trade for him, I think we would have won. You know what I mean? But with Achilles, we can't do none of that. It's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but again, we still have players. I was saying they need to give Nemhard a better chance, a better shot. I think if you went to like any other team, because he's like modern day like Mike Conley, except he make like bigger shots. But at the same time, Mike Conley was probably a little bit more consistent. But at the same time, Mike Conley had like way more playing time than Nemhard has had so far. So we gonna see. There's Nemhard, Ben Mathurin. I was saying while Tyrese was there, and if he's coming off the bench, he could possibly be like a Ginobili kind of guy because he's playing off the bench and he could be your highest scoring player on the team from off the bench. So I'm like, if they give him that shot, if they give him that look, you know what I mean? Like he'll definitely prosper in that. We got Neesmith, and I was saying while the finals were going on that he's better than Jalen Williams. I don't know. I know he was hurt in the Knicks series, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Of course, we got Pascal still, and then So who's gonna be the center? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was a proponent like late too. I'm saying like, even though Miles is messing up, like you've been there like 10 years. How many players have been on their same team for more than even like 5 years? You know what I mean? Like these days, they're training people who they drafted 2 years prior. they're not wasting no time. So for someone to be on the same team for like 10 years, man, you gotta give it a look, man. You gotta give it a look. But some articles came out talking about like he was looking for a certain salary range from the team. Apparently, if I look, bro, it's literally what happened with Lance Stevenson back in the day. So they gave him 3 years and more per year versus like what he wanted, like a 4 year, a little less per year. So I'm guessing, was it more stability in just the 1 year? Or is it like there was no like trade exception, so y'all might trade like just 1 year? Granted, it's like millions. So the difference with the two, and he was looking for some other guys, not some other guy, Naz Reid from the Timberwolves, like his contract, and they were that was like 25 per year versus what the Pacers, I guess we're gonna give him was like 30 per year, but it's one less year. So I don't know, man. And Lance back in the day, I think we were gonna give him like 3 years, 27 versus what Charlotte gave him. I guess it was like 4 years and like 6.5 per year or something like that. But I guess the main point of that is like some kind of trade. It's things in the contract we don't really know as like fans. So that probably plays a big part in what's going on. Man, it's crazy, bro. Like we were one game away, man. One game away, and that game four, I saw that ghost file, man. Like they had them ghosts out there, man. They had that Scott Foster ghost, man. He put in work, man. He did his job, man. Shout out Scott. Nah, it is what it is, man. Shout out my team, bro. Shout out my team. We gonna get there. We're switching with some guys. Um, how well we did this year, Atlanta and Orlando, I think they're gonna do, if not better than probably switch right there. Like they might take the spot because we don't have no center right now. You know what I mean? DeAndre Ayton, I thought they're gonna try to get him. They didn't get him. So like who's I don't know. I don't know. So on from the Pacers, man. On from the Pacers. My next topic that I got on the table, laptops, man. So I have an Asus laptop, right? And Asus runs off of AMD chips, right? So the only other time that I rock with Asus devices, which I'm guessing they're pretty good. They're pretty good. My laptop has been pretty good. Aside from the fact, like I'm trying to recall, like when did I like break it, like the hinge, like I don't remember like ever dropping it. The laptop I had before, which was like Dell, I definitely dropped that one like heavy. So not only like physically, like the hinge was messed up and stuff like that on I think both sides. Um, I couldn't even charge it as time went on, and that was my laptop I used through like 3 schools, man. So that hey, shout out that laptop, man. I just gotta charge. I gotta find a way to charge the battery alone because I think it's the charging port is messed up. So I can't use that to charge it. I gotta charge the battery directly before I could actually turn it on, before I could actually use it, right? So at the point I got this laptop, 2021. So it was either charge the battery directly, which in any case, even if I did that, I mean it only lasted like 45 minutes, like 50 minutes. You know what I mean? The last like nah, I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But um yeah, man. So I had to get a new laptop, man. It's Asus, man. Shout out. The other Asus device that I had was a Nexus 7. That was my device from like 2014, 2015. That was one of my main devices. I was playing like all the games in the world on that thing, man. Like emulators. Like I was playing like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red. I was playing Emerald. I was playing Pokemon Conquest. I was playing a lot of Pokemon. I was playing Leech. I was playing heli things, man. Like, and shout out the thing. It's the perfect time waster through college, through undergrad. You know what I mean? The first like 3 years, like or two. Well, yeah, 2.5 years. 2.5 years, because it was the summer of 17 when I didn't see it. Well, summer was it 17, 18? One of them years. Um, one of those that I didn't see it again. Like, um, where I left it, like I could have brought it to school, and still had it to this day. I don't know if it would still work. That was like 7 years ago, man. But I'm still using a phone from like 7 years ago. So it probably would have worked. Probably would have worked. It cracked too. I just be dropping things. I don't know what's wrong with me and like technology. I be dropping things. I dropped my laptop. I dropped 2 laptops. I dropped that tablet, the Nexus 7. Samsung Galaxy S9. I had that. I dropped that as well. I had Motorola 5G 8th budget smartphone, I guess. I dropped that. And screen was like toast. So I don't know, man. I just be dropping things I don't like. Nah. Just playing. Beside the point, man. That Asus Nexus, it was Asus? Yeah, Asus Nexus 7. Yeah, like it's cool, man. It's cool, but I don't have it no more. It's the house that it was in. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go too far into it, but like the house it was in, like I didn't have no access to the house like when I went to school, and you know what I mean, and several or plenty of my things from there. I have, 7, 8 years. It's gonna be 10. You know what I mean? It's gonna be at the point where I've probably been around longer than I've had several things. Like, and I just be losing things too. Like, let's get back to this right quick though. If y'all know Lemony Snicket series of unfortunate events, I had book 1 through like 9. I think Miserable Mill, and of course the very first one was like the Bad Beginning or something like that. So I had 1 through 9, or maybe I had Grim Grotto, which was book 10. Like, haven't seen any of those. Plenty other books I had like just gone, man. Like plenty other things I had, just like things from like my childhood. You know what I mean? From like middle school, like late elementary school, just gone as hell. Like it's just gone. You know what I mean? And elementary school too. Back to that. So I used to draw a lot, right? So as part of my creativity, like I drew like heli Pokemon designs. It's only like the first page. Like I didn't do like moves. Y'all know like Pokemon is like very intricate. It's not just like the design. It's not like the lore behind them. You know what I mean? It's stats. It's a lot of things. It's IVs. If you play competitive, and again, like again because I shouted them out in some other video, man. Like Blunder, CTC, like Sama, all them boys, man, that be on Blunder videos, bro. Blunder 777, shout out, dude. Man, like, you know what I mean? Like, Pokemon is like intricate. I was just doing like designs though. And I lost the book. Like I probably created at least 30, 25. Like I had them, bro, but I lost the book, man. Where's that? I don't know where is that. And anime, like I was drawing anime too, like the panels and whatnot. I think I was doing like forward facing. Like y'all get like a manga, like the panels are like like reverse or whatnot. Like I was doing it correctly. You know what I mean? But that book gone too. So it's things I don't bless the world with that I haven't seen. But I hope, I hope my example. You know what I mean? Like this podcast. I don't know if it's gonna blow up. I hope it helps some people though, man. Like, hey, you know what I mean? One of the Pokemon, what's it? Trevenant. It looks like one of the very first ones I created. Like on that very first page, and I called it. It was a 3-stage evolution. Dark Eve, Dark Oak, Dark Orchard. You know what I mean? And those look very similar to like Trevenant. You know what I mean? So did somebody find it? They sold my designs to the Pokemon company. Hey, if it helps some people, and that was like Gen 6, so it was a while ago. It was probably like 9, 10 years ago, man. Since Gen 6 dropped, probably longer than that, man. But if my designs help some people, man, hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. Back to laptops, man. So the Asus, Dell was good. It lasted me through college. Definitely through state. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, man. Yeah, man. But this laptop here, I don't know. Like it's helpful when I need it. It's helpful when I need it. But you can't just say that because it's kind of rude. You can't just be. I'm not one of those type of people. I'm a very unique guy. You know what I mean? I don't. What people do, I don't like doing what people do. So, this laptop, to its efficiency, has helped me in many ways that I needed it to, and that was required of it. You know what I mean? And it helped me do so. So, I very much appreciate it, man. Thank you, laptop. Next topic, man. Next topic. Let's see. We could probably go back to NBA. Well, my next thing was like NBA incentives. Nah, we're not gonna do that one. I had 7. I guess we gonna do 6, man. I reach on this a little bit. I said some of my topics might be like 5, 10 minutes, like what podcasts do. I mean, like 30 minutes and the whole podcast on one thing. This would probably be like a minute. Incentives, I guess. To play, to not get injured. I don't know. I just wrote it. Like I had the idea when I wrote it. The idea was like much better before, and then you know what I mean. I couldn't record my video, so the idea just kind of went. It just came and went. Y'all know it's like opportunities you have. It's like it just comes and goes. Like things just like came and went. Like if you miss it, if you miss like the boat or whatever, like the ship, like that ship done sailed, man. Like that ship done sailed. Like sometimes you can't even like dwell on those opportunities. You can't even just like keep that in your mind. Well, dang, I could, no, you could, because you could have. Now you have other things that you're gonna do right now. You gotta you gotta be like, positive. You gotta be like optimistic. You know what I mean? And that's what I figured, man. That's what I figured is like the appropriate thing to do. I can be optimistic as well, but at the same time, I'm more realist, and I'm way more realist. Like a lot of things are going on, in the world, just in general right now. So it's like, nah, like when I was younger, I'd probably say in school still, probably like 5 years ago. Oh yeah, I was definitely optimistic, but as I started to like grow and just realize more, if y'all know like Jiraiya back in like Naruto and whatnot, he was saying like, man, the world is like full of evil and whatnot. It's a very basically terrible world. So he's right. You know what I mean? His own student, man, he taught him his ways, and his student turned on him and took him off the list, man. His own student, using his own principle, took him off the list. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You gotta be optimistic where you can, but if you can't, hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Shout out Jiraiya, though, man. Shout out Jiraiya. As you get older, it's some characters in TV shows like you really start to relate to like more and more. Like if y'all know like Squidward back in like SpongeBob, and I made a SpongeBob video called SpongeBobby, but I didn't like. That's why I said I'm gonna be more serious in my videos, man. I didn't like what it you know what I mean? Like what's it called? Like the preview. I didn't like the preview on there. I didn't like any. I don't know if I can say this for like YouTube stakes or what, YouTube sake or whatever. But if y'all make a YouTube video, there's certain options it can give you in terms of uploading a video and what it's actually gonna look like. I didn't like the options it was giving me, so I didn't. That I have that video uploaded. It's on private, but I'm not gonna post that video, man. I'm not gonna post that video, bro. I can take some topics from it, but matter of fact, I'll talk about that right now. That'll be my 8th topic, man. SpongeBobby, bro. SpongeBobby, dog. So, shout out SpongeBob, man. And Squidward, I was talking about Squidward, dog. Like, the older you get, you really just realize, like, where he's coming from, like, and why is he like this? And it makes perfect sense. It just makes perfect sense. Like, in some places, it's just some people that you just have to respond to the way that Squidward responded to SpongeBobby and Patrick, dog, and Mr. Krabs and Sandy and all them guys, and all of them, dog. Like, you have to, man, because if you don't, you know what I mean. It's some kinds of people around that just like they can't, like, you know what I mean. It just built different, but in a negative way. You know what I mean? In an annoying way. You know what I mean? So. What can he do? What can he do? And that's SpongeBob, man. I don't know, bro. Like that right there is like a very insightful, very important TV show, man. Like all the little TV shows that they're making these days, like I don't even know what's going on. The last like cartoon I really watched was We Bare Bears. I think it was like 2017. I was in school. What I was going on. And I didn't even finish it. Like it's not. There's a structure. There's a way that they used to make shows back in the 2000s, which of course I call them Bush shows. You know what I mean? And early 2010 shows, and really just early 2010s. Like after that, like it just turned to like colors, and you know what I mean. And I don't know. Like in colors, I mean like y'all see like Gumball, and then right before that, well, not right before that, but Flapjack is of that mold. You know what I mean? Like, and there's not much you can pull from the shows, but until like you find out like there is a lot you can pull from the shows, but it's just like not secretive, but it's like you tried to fool me, you tricked me. I thought this show was this. I thought it was just a playful little show, man. But then, hey, y'all have some like actual topics on there, but a lot of those aren't like real life things, like shows from like SpongeBob and like regular show you can like really learn from. You know what I mean? And shout out regular show, and you know what I mean, and shout out every show. That's why I'll always shout out My Hero, bro. Like every show that takes the mold of its previous generation. You know what I mean? And My Hero obviously is like One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, and them kind of shows, man. And regular show, man. Shout out them type of shows, bro. Some things are just like perfect. So them two are some of the ones, man. Cause it's like after a generation, like as generations go on, and I'm not rambling, but I guess this is based off of SpongeBob, right? The generations go on. It's like, hold on, ooh wee, no, I'm just playing. Generations go on. It's like, do you want to take examples from the previous one? Like, do you want to use their what's it called, like framework or structure, or do you want to go ahead and do your own thing? I think plenty places in the country, and that kind of goes on to my next topic, which is that's like I say, AZ politics. Like I could have picked like any state. Aside from that, is AZ politics is the next topic, but in terms of just like as time goes on and the examples that people want to pull from and what they want to like continue, you know what I mean? Like much of the time, and just like how it is for a lot of like Western states, and that's what I noticed, man. Like, and just like being out there, like if y'all ever been out there like that, it's just like visited, like I had just like visited and like went back, like it's just different. Like the whole, you know what I mean? And I shouted out like I shout out Midwest, like shout out Kansas, bro. Like I don't know much about like Illinois and Michigan and Minnesota and Indiana, Ohio, etc., bro. Like basically like Great Lakes states plus more Midwestern states. Like I don't know much about those. I definitely know Kansas though, bro, and Missouri. Mostly Kansas though. Shout out MCI, bro. Like it's just different. Like over up that side and out south, like down south, like because we have a way that we move, man. And like when you get out west, it's just so different. Like why are y'all? It's just so different. Like if y'all whether it's like the rappers y'all looking at or like TV shows or in my case those are the main two. Like it's just so like it's not free. Like it's I don't know. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know. I got an idea. When I was making my videos on food groups, I don't know if I'll post that because this is a dangerous video topic right there. But like the food groups, like one of them, I'm not gonna say much. I won't say much. I think it's the presence though. The presence of that right there. I think that plays a part because the whole, especially Arizona, New Mexico, and California, bro. Like they all the same in like the same way. It's just like you know what I mean? The environment is not like you can't just like be free. You know what I mean? You can't be like me. No, just playing. You can't be free though. Like aside from the fact, man. Aside from the fact, AZ politics, bro. That's the third thing I got on my list. Like fourth, fifth thing I'm talking about, bro. I don't know. Like you come out here or you go out there, and it's like you think it's a blue state, but actually in the environment, depending on the side of the the metro, and it's Phoenix specifically. I don't know much about like Tucson, Flag, anywhere south of Tucson or like east of Tucson or like in the boonies or whatnot. I don't know much about them places, but all I know like Phoenix, like you think it's like blue, like you think it's like hey Cali right here, you know what I mean? Like Dallas, I guess, like Austin, Texas. You think it's one thing, but then you pass a literally like a road, like a city road, and it's just different. Like from one side it's like way different, like what you expect. Next side you move to, it's like, is this even? I thought y'all told me this was y'all told me this was something else. So there's a lot of that going on. It's just like depends on where you go, like, and that's just what you notice. It has nothing to do with politics, but it has everything to do with the terrain, man. So that plays like a big part because like what I noticed is like more so than even like Georgia, like South Carolina, North, all them places, bro, like which actually, you know what I mean, like had like slaves, you know what I mean, like the places like way more, you know what I mean, like you know what I mean, like how is that part y'all never even had like, you know what I mean, like why, how y'all, I'm not gonna say much. Hey, next one. This could be dangerous right here, bro. But the politics, man, like, depending on where you go, I guess it's many cities are kind of like that. But you go to like the main cities, like Houston, Atlanta, like New York City, bro, is very blue or is very red. Like swing states in terms of like a Raleigh or Charlotte or up in like Columbus or like Cincinnati or something like that, or like even Kansas City, like it's not to disregard, like it's not like you'll notice like based on whoever in this case is like Trump, folks like they take somebody's whole ideology and they twist it to make it more like destructive, to make it more like worser, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, we gonna take bits and pieces of what makes this good and we gonna improve that. No, literally, oh, we gonna take this to the ground. We gonna take opportunity. You know what I mean? Institutional rape. But I'm not. Hey, like I said, I'm not gonna say much, man. I'm not gonna say much. It's different though, bro. Out that side of the country, man. So hey, going back east, bro. Hey, hey, some of y'all is pop the balloon show and wherever else y'all moving from, like Midwest to like, hey, just know it's gonna be hard, bro. If we the same. Just know it's gonna be difficult, man. Like it's not, you know what I mean. It's not gonna be easy pickings, dog. Like you gonna have to get in and nah, just playing. Shout out that state though. Shout out that state, man. Next topic I have on there is basically hiring, bro. So hiring with folks like back in the day, like especially for your boy, like it's just easier. Like I don't know what's going on. Like I'm not gonna go too in depth because I did make it short. I made a light pack about this, just talking about like hiring and stuff like that. But like I don't really feel like you gotta fit a mold. Like you gotta be, if you're not this, therefore you're that. So what I noticed in society, it's like four molds of the types of people that there are. Like if you don't fit into like people will try to like figure out and try to fit you into like a certain mold. If you're not this, therefore you must be this. If you're not that, or I can't figure out, oh you must be, oh we not even gonna pay. Hey, was it like that before? I don't think so, bro. You know what I mean? I think it was this. I think it was the. Nah, just playing, but like I don't know, bro. It's like four molds of like every kind of, you know what I mean? Like if you're black, if you're not like a rapper, if you're not like an athlete, if you're not like you know what I mean? Or if you're not like, I call it like a goody two, like good boy, like hey, you know what I mean? Like or else you gotta be like, you know what I mean? You gotta be not there mentally, you know what I mean? Like it's just not. So just the labeling in society. And the other day I saw something, like an article or like some on the internet, man, some on the internet that basically suggested like it's okay to like initial conversation with somebody. It's okay to like judge. I'm like, I thought like go when it was back in the day, like mid 2000s and like early 2010s, like we were saying some things like treat people how you want to be treated and don't judge. And apparently, hey, not no more in this society. Not no more in this society, bro. And what was the other thing? Is like literally judgments is okay, and the next one was like, it's more effective or it's appropriate to instead of listening to what somebody's saying, like y'all know how I say stuff like, oh, you just gotta listen to what they be saying. Or shout out like Rip Lil Key, bro, like back in the XSL. That's where I got it from. I started using his little lingo right there, bro. Like you just gotta listen to what they be saying. Like instead of doing that, people find it more appropriate to listen how you're saying things, how you're saying things, and what you look like while you're saying things over what you're actually saying. So that's like a filter right there. I'm not gonna say much. A lot of these topics, man, dangerous, bro. Back to her, man. I don't know what's going on, man. The thing right here, bro. This economy, man. Like, shout out Byron's economy, man. Like, early in it, bro, is good for your boy, but later on in it, and now my man's done got back in there, bro. Like I don't know, I don't know. Gotta be positive though, like I said earlier, bro. But it is what it is. Next topic though, I got man. Next topic though, I got, bro. Um, One Piece. One Piece. How I make a video topic on what? Yeah, how I make a video topic on. That's that's my least favorite of the original big three. How I make a One Piece anything before I make a Bleach or like Naruto one. It's impossible. You know what I mean? But One Piece, man, like as it keeps on going, man, like I said, it superseded the big three. It superseded the next big three, and what I term like the next big three, which one of them is starting. I think like this week, got Chiakuda, bro. I think they have Kagurabachi on the schedule. It's gonna be sometime in 2026. I think Kaiju's coming back too. Kaiju number 8. Shout out all them shows, man. Forever the case, bro. Like it just outlasted all of those. But it's a testament to the author and I guess like the strength of writing and the predictability, not predictability, but um, foresight a bit. What's it called? Like story creating, crafting ability. You know what I mean? Like Naruto went from like Naruto to Shippuden to like Boruto Next Generations. We have Dragon Ball Z that went from like Dragon Ball to GT to Dragon Ball Z to GT to Super, and then plenty more things in Super. But One Piece is like the only show that's like you can just like keep going, you just keep going in the story, and it's still like engaging as when 10, 20 years prior, like. So that's a testament to them, man. Testament to them. Shout out One Piece, bro. Shout out One Piece, man. Like it's okay. It's okay. I kind of got into it a little bit, just off names. It's a bunch of characters. There are a bunch of characters in One Piece that is like you really just mess with them because like the name, or at least I know I do. And that's kind of what it's built to be like. And these days, it's scopper gabban, bro. Shout out scopper gabban, dude. Like my favorite character in that show, it'd probably be Charlotte Cracker, bro. If them two, it's one of them shows, man. Like I said, like back in the time, like my original anime video, anime big three, like it's one of those shows where they can just like keep going and going and going. Just like Pokemon, like just create a new content, just new things, and it just keep going. And I guess it just keeps hitting. Like there's like 9 generations going on 10 of Pokemon, and it's just like still going. It's still hitting as like the first day. At least people playing like competitive, I guess. Like I don't know who's like really buying the games. Or the last main game that I played was like Black 2. I never played anything after that, and I don't even think I beat Black 2 like that. Like the Elite Four, I didn't beat them in that game. Um, but shout out One Piece, man, and Pokemon and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and them shows that are never gonna end, man. They just keep showing it. Like Dragon Ball is still going on, but the last like 2 arcs with Granola and Moro, like they never animated those, and Super ended like 8 years ago. Like I don't think that's one of the things. Like they just kind of leave it to like where it is, for whatever the case. Like, and I know for sure the reason in another show, not in that regard, but a show that just kind of table and don't like bring it up, like One Punch Man. Like One Punch Man could never have been prosperous as long as My Hero was going on. Especially and One Punch Man season 2, I think that ended like 2017, 2018, so one of those. And while that was going on, I mean that was like the Hideout Raid arc or something like that in My Hero. So and All for One, like that arc and stuff like that, and like the overhaul arc, Shie and Sakai, like you can One Punch Man can never. Shout out One Punch Man, man, but that one came back too. My Hero's ending this year. Shout out My Hero, bro. This is the case, man. Some things got to be tabled for some things to be successful. Hey, you say that in relationships too, man. Some people got to be out of there so some other relationships can work. You know what I mean? But shout out, man. Shout out that thing right there. Shout out One Piece, bro. Scalper Gabon. I don't think I'll get back into it. I don't think so because when they beat Kaido, it's like the show and the manga. It's like, oh yeah, this is like the main guy was just defeated, and it's just going on as if he wasn't the main guy. So, and like basically 10 years ago they said something like, oh, this series is like 71% done. So like, what is it right now? Like 78% done? Like, it's just so many years can pass in one series and barely any progress has been made. So it's like there's probably like a timeline or a time frame that's like originally built, and it just don't even like just more things are being added as time goes on. Especially I can see some references to like other like things in One Piece that is based on like other series because another series did something, One Piece picks it up but in a different way. Like Loki, I guess, is one of the guys like if Marvel all them things never be well maybe, I don't know. Maybe that was one of the original things. Hey, you can't tell with One Piece, bro. You can't tell, man. Like back to Kaido, man, like and where that was in the show, so it's up to Marineford was obviously like, can we say that's like half the series? I don't even think that's like half the series. I'll probably say that's like a third of the series. Hell, it's looking like maybe a quarter of the series. And then up to the Kaido thing is like the second part of that right there. So maybe it is a third. Maybe it is a third. Because they're going mighty fast. Like they didn't used to, the speed that they're doing right now. Like I remember like back when they were doing like Wano and Whole Cake, like I think it was like 3-4 years each of those, probably a little more. Like they're speeding it up. They're speeding it up. They had to, man, cause hey, all these big threes are ending. They gotta come on, right? They gotta come on, man. But the egghead and I don't know what they're doing right now. Like I think they're fighting like some of the final people in the series. Like, is this the final stuff they're doing right now? Like, or like what's going on? Like, it's just hard to describe unless you actually like get into it or something like that. I'm not gonna do that. I remember, I think it was like the beginning of 2023. There was like a Reddit article or something like that. There was a person who had um, like the main story points for what would be happening in One Piece or something like that. They had that up and running, and basically all of them things were like shot down. Like all the ideas were like changed or tabled or like taken out of there. So One Piece is one of those shows where it's like if they figure out what the author's doing, now the author changes it. Like y'all remember back when before Obito, like Naruto, back in like before Obito was revealed to be Toby, like we were saying like, oh, Obito or Toby is like Madara. Toby is like Yuzuna, Maruto's brother. Obito is, or Toby is, insert some other guy. Like, he can't be Madara. Like, there's no way it's Obito, or he, you know what I mean? And all these things going on, it's Obito the whole time. so, you know what I mean? Like, no matter what people says, the author, like, does what he's gonna do. Like, all the people in Naruto who, like, passed in the show, whether they came back or not in the final war, like, the author didn't care like what people said, like the backlash, like unlike these new authors, you know what I mean? Like it's just Masashi Kishimoto, bro. Like that's one of that. Hey, shout out, man, shout out. I've been on Naruto for longer than I've been around, So you know what I mean? Shout out Naruto and Bleach. Shout out One Piece. Hey, it's over there too, bro. I guess. Last thing, man. So we 48 minutes in this right here. Hey, we 48, bro. I would try the vocal effects, but one of my previous videos I said something like, I don't know if me changing the vocal effects on the device I have, which is Hainer Seek, which one showed up through Bluetooth. It shows up as like some two letter. I don't think it's like HC. It's some other thing that it shows up on the computer when connected through Bluetooth. Yo, like I got my glasses on, and you see a little glare in there. Like I don't know how good the audio quality is. I don't know how loud I'm talking. There's other folks here, but I don't know. I think this is definitely better than me speaking through like my laptop thing for at least the first podcast, bro. So I guess right now it'll probably be reflections, and in my original 20-minute video, I said something like what I would try to, or what I would do is to like literally, depending on what the topic is, to just like break it down in my video so y'all can like see exactly what's going on, like what I'm talking about and stuff like that, because it's helpful, man. Like I know some podcasts like they don't do that, and you gotta just like kind of like it's not gonna make nobody watch the video. You know what I mean? This video right here is like 2 hours. I'm gonna scan through like 3-4 times. If you don't have what I want to hear on the thing, I'm moving to the next video. I'm about to do something else. Like. It is what it is, man. I'm not gonna do y'all like that though, bro. While making this, I probably should have had some me switching the topic, like where that would be in the video, because now I have to rewatch it. That's good though, man. That's good though, man. I don't know when I'll make another like full podcast, just like me saying when C5 drop. I don't know, like the next time I'll have C5, like I wanted those to be very like not rare, but like moment. What's the appropriate word for that? I wanted to mean like sentimental. Like I wanted to mean something when I make a C5. I don't want it to be like, oh, I'm trying to help y'all little folks out right now with my C1s, or I'm trying to see a like how y'all did, if our experiences matched, and if y'all leave comments and let me know with my C2s. I want to see if y'all can relate to my C3s and my C4s. I want to just talk some things, man. I just want to be low key with my C4s right there, bro. Um, I think there's some things YouTube can do, which is versus like what it can't do, and I thought it could, but I guess you have to put it in the channel description to like the drop down, like right next to the profile picture. Any kind of descriptions that you would want to have on your video, because it doesn't allow that. It just has like the preview of one of the videos of your channel. I thought you could like set a video, and in that description, you know, you could just like, or you can set like a most important. This may be it. I don't know. It's a long video. I don't know if this will be it right here. And then it's a video on like the left hand side. If y'all go into like any creator's YouTube, or most creators' YouTube, like you know what I mean. Like you can set a video in the description. You see to the right of that is a description of that video. It's not like there's not like a place for it to where you can actually create and just like have like additional content, like recommendation or specifications or nothing like that. Like, which I thought you could, man. I think that'd be pretty helpful, man. But either the case, I mean, if YouTube decides that's not, you know, helpful, or they don't want to do that, hey, I don't work for no YouTube. Hell, hey, after like 6 months or not being, you know, logged into my, I ain't gonna say not too much, but it's like nobody asked that. Why would I say that? No one asked for that information. But one of the things when my phone got took, you know, I just got access to one thing that I haven't had in a while. So shout out, man. I guess I guess Google did their job, man. Shout out Googles, bro. Shout out them Google folks. Shout out the boys, man. But last topic I have on here, I'll probably take up the next like 8 minutes or so, 7:20 or 7:35. Some things when you know with certain things, man. When you know. That could be like relationships. That would be, you know, Christianity for like my sake or whatever y'all believe in, man. I'm trying to convert y'all, man. Like I'm gonna say that right now. All y'all watching my videos who aren't Christian, bro. Hey, when I'm done with this right here, because my approach to it isn't gonna be like how everyone else's, like how their approaches are. Because what I see a lot of the times is like you can kind of give what your stance for something what it is, and there's how do I kind of word this, and we'll give it an example with something else. So you can try to get people, or you can try to show people certain things in a way that you want to show them versus in a way that you feel they would want to listen to, if that makes sense. So the first way is like, oh, this is the structure, it has to be this way. If I don't do it this way, oh, I'm not doing it right. Versus like, I'm going to show you the same thing, but I'm going to show you in a way that I know you're going to want to listen to where you want to pick it up. So with Christian, like, obviously I'm not going to curse. Like, obviously I'm not going to, you know, and there's just like again, like, when you know, into the topic, like, there's certain things, like, you just want to do, and certain things you don't want to do after certain points in time. And some of y'all is going to make sense. Some of y'all is going to take a minute to catch it, bro. There's just certain things, you know what I mean? You just, like, kind of know, like, in relationships, man, like, you just see a certain girl, like, hey, that one right there. I made one of my light packs on the Big Sean, Janae, Aiko, like I said, man, like my man said, bro, like, hey, him marrying her, bro, it's in the works. Like, it's in the works, man. Like, it's in the works. Like, a lot of the times, like, could be in the works, man. A lot of the times, like, hey, 3-4 months, like, maybe, 2-3 weeks, maybe, you know what I mean? Like, if it's in the works, like, it is what it is, man. Like, it's just certain, there's certain times, there's a time for everything, bro. And this kind of goes into Pokemon, like how my topics relate to each other, man. That's wild, right? That's just me. That is me. whenever you try to like use a bike in a building or like a fishing rod and like you know what I mean, like in Victory Road or something like that, oak, like I guess like some kind of like memory or some kind of maybe he's talking to you on the foot like some oak or Rowan, I guess like it really just oak, man, like or who is it in Professor Birch, like there's a time and place for everything, you know what I mean, like where are you coming, where you at? How you telling me this right now? So, but nah, there's a time and place for everything, man, and just certain things when you feel certain things, they just like kind of happen, just kind of move. It's just a movement with certain things, bro. So it's like, at least this is what I noticed, man. At least this is what I noticed. If y'all can relate, man, and this is gonna be an important one right here in this video. If this is something y'all can take from this video right here, oh yeah, let this be one. Let this be something you respond to, man. Let's see if we're all on the same page, bro. Like, let's see. Let me find out. Let me know, man. Like, some things, dog. Like, it just go. Like, time just, hey. And shout out one of my dogs, man. Like, when I was like back in 2019, when your boy done changed like a lot. And even now from 2019, like how many things done changed in the world? Like it's not even the same like world. You know what I mean? Like, but is that like how some OGs feel from like back in like late 90s and it'd be like 2010? You're like, man, why are you still listening to that? Or why are you still acting like that? Or why are you dressing like that, man? Why are you dressing like it's late 90s? This is 2012. What? Or like, I guess that's me, man. I still feeling like it's 2019. Or maybe it's certain ages. Or maybe it's just like certain years. Or maybe it's just like a certain feeling. Like maybe this is like a glory year or something like that. Like you really rocking with this right here. And you don't want to just like change from, I don't know, man. Like, that was one of my years, man. Shout out. Everybody knows 2016 was probably like the best year in like recent history. Was it because Trump was just getting like, I don't know. Is it because it was Obama's last year? Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. 16, 19, 22, you know what I mean? Like, those were my years, man. Those were my years, bro. All them years, man. Shout out, man. Like, love them years, man. Like, at 24, 23, can't stand them years, man. Like, and sometimes it's just like certain places you go to, like certain people you talk to. Like, at least I know for me, like, last couple years, I hadn't speaking to much people, bro. Like, I avoid, you know what I mean? A lot of things, maybe more than, I ain't gonna say too much. No, it's just rocking, man. Just rocking, man. Certain things you just know, you know. Yeah, you know. Certain things, bro. Let this be, and I don't know, like, I'm trying to see, like, opinions of people change depending on who you're talking to, or, like, where you go, or, like, who really rocks with you. You know what I mean? Like, if y'all got family, if y'all got, like, close friends and stuff like that, like, really stick with them, man, because it's not super easy. Especially if, like, you're, not because my story is different, and this could be another little thing to pull from this video. I'll definitely put like a little segue to this point in the video right here. Like my story is different, bro. Like you know what I mean. Family structure is different. From like how I moved around is different. Like my career path is different. Like even while I reached that point is different. Like you know the girls I done dealt with is different. Like you know what I mean? The friends my friends are pretty cool. Shout out all my friends from back in the day, man. Shout out all my friends, dog. Like, your boy from back in the day, man. Your boy from back in the day, man. Hey, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. But as time goes on, things go roll on, man. It's just what it is, bro. Shout out some OGs, man. Of course, like, look, I don't know how many times I'm gonna shout out several people, man. But like, it's just not only from what their original like topic, like what they're wanting to do, like what how they want to help people, but just like what else you can pull from, like, oh, hey, this right here, this is a great piece of advice right here. This is an excellent piece of advice that I would definitely use, like 100%, man. Like, I didn't even like think, hey, I didn't come here for that, but like this right here helped me more than I thought it would, like. And really shout out, man. I really appreciate this, man, right here, man. Like, it's some, hey, you know what I mean? Like, that's one of the big, honest, like, I don't have no, like, real, like, deal uncles, like, Lucario, bro. Like, you teach everything, and including things you don't even want to know, like, status, like, if I become that, like, I definitely have to be, like, more serious, man, as I get off this, you know, this jittery stuff right here, bro. To start to be a little more official, like, you know what I mean? And just, hey, in certain areas, like, get off by doing that. Not get off by doing that, but just like, I guess appropriate or just like kind of what the atmosphere is like to do that. And in that case, that hey, back to like the South. That's how it is out there. Go to everywhere else in the country, probably ain't like that, bro. But shout out when you know things, you know, man. Hey, see y'all next time, man. ABF podcast.